Manny Pacquiao's upcoming fight with Jeff Horn will be on free basic cable, free TV. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. We working now. A lot going on in boxing, whether you like it or not. Legendary Manny Pacquiao will be facing Jeff Horn, and it happens in Australia. The venue holds about 50 to 55,000 people. From what I heard, they had 40,000 plus tickets already sold. Now, the news just came in and official, and I told you guys this would be the case. I told you it wasn't going to be on HBO. The video is up on my channel. But the information just was released that it's going to be on ESPN. So, basic cable, free TV. Like, obviously, TV is not necessarily free. But if you have a regular standard cable package, most basic cable packages have regular ESPN. So, if your regular cable package has ESPN, then you'll be able to see this fight. You don't have to have an HBO or Showtime subscription. It's not a pay-per-view in the States, things like that. So that's good news, because the fight, I'm not really anticipating it. I mean, I like watching Pacquiao fight. I think he's a good action fighter, and he's in a stacked division. It just, for me, this fight doesn't mean the most. Like, I don't even know who Jeff Horn is. I've seen YouTube highlights at most. And the only reason that I was even checking for him was because I heard his name was linked to Pacquiao before the fight was officially announced. Obviously, there's way better options in my opinion. Terrence Crawford is more proven. He has more power, star power in the United States. At welterweight, Errol Spence Jr. just became a champion. Just seen him 2 days ago at the Ward Kovalev 2 fight. He's in great shape. He says he would like to fight the Pacquiao Horn. I'll put the Errol Spence interview up probably today, but he said he would like to fight the winner. He's been calling for Pacquiao. He said Pacquiao lacks fundamentals. He's also a southpaw. Keith Thurman called out Pacquiao. Danny Garcia at a point in time, I guess, went to Freddie Roach's gym. That's what Freddie Roach is saying. So there's some options out there for Pacquiao. So if he gets past Jeff Horn, he retains his title with the WBO. He's still a welterweight champion, and he has to make some decisions. I think he needs to, instead of being a belt warmer, you know what I mean, even though you're going to be a senator, if you want that piece of hardware, then you're going to have to defend it against ranking guys and try to unify. I think that supersedes and trumps regular fights, and it makes sense instead of like this farewell tour where you just fight people we've never heard of. And I mean, Pacquiao's a legend, don't get me wrong. So if he chooses that's what he wants to do, and that's how he wants to end his career, just end on that note, I mean, so be it. But you got to get rid of that belt, you know what I mean? Because the belt, the longer you hold on, it's just like what Canelo did with Golovkin. Canelo, I mean, he wasn't looked at in a favorable light, because instead of fighting Golovkin last year, he just said, here, and just took the belt and gave it to Golovkin. But at the same time, he wasn't equipped at the time to move up. He didn't feel that was his place to do it right now, and now we're getting the fight September 16th. So, I mean, all things happen in due time. If Pacquiao wants to release, like stop the bleeding, if you will, and the fans who are like myself, reporters, the fans who are asking him to, like, when are you going to fight another young, hungry lion, right? If that's going to be the case, then, and he doesn't want that obligation, then don't be a champion. It's very simple. And then just make your money and, you know what I mean, balance the senatorial duties and fight whoever you want, you know what I mean? And then just be looked at however you want. Like, as the guy who was formerly great is no longer a champion, and he's just doing like a little promotional run. But like I said, I'm not really looking forward to the Horn fight, but it does make it better that it's on free TV. I mean, realistically speaking, I think Bob Arum's been in the business long enough to know it wouldn't sell on pay-per-view. And if they try to do that in the States and make it like a ESPN pay-per-view, which they've done before, I think Margarito had a fight on ESPN pay-per-view or just Top Rank pay-per-view, it ultimately wouldn't sell. The Jeff Horn fight just is not desired enough, and he's not well enough known in the United States, so they had to come up with something else. They had to, in the States at least. You know what I mean? It doesn't, the logistics don't make sense. The Jesse Vargas fight did okay numbers, 300,000 plus maybe, but Jesse Vargas has a belt and he's somewhat known. You know what I mean? Jeff Horn, I can tell you multiple Jesse. I just interviewed him. Shout out to Jesse Vargas. I just interviewed him a couple days ago too. That'll be up shortly. But I could tell you multiple Jesse Vargas fights that I've seen. Tim Bradley, Josecito Lopez, Alec Verdiev, his fight with him. You know what I mean? I can think of multiple fights. Vargas and Saddam Ali. I can't tell you one fight that I watched from start to finish with Jeff Horn. I've seen, like I said, YouTube highlights. I watched the Randall Bailey. I've seen kind of highlights of it, but I've never watched a full Jeff Horn fight from start to finish. I just seen pieces, and I don't see anything unless Pacquiao's just that far gone. He looks like he has cool power, but I'm not a skeptical person like that. But your power has to be proven on a grand stage. Like guys like even Maidana, they have proven even when they step up a class, they can still hurt you. Maidana hurt Amir Khan, Adrian Broner. It looked like he hurt Floyd, Eric Morales. So that, you know what I mean, his power is legit. It's clear he has power. You know what I mean? But to me, Jeff Horn, it's not clear that his power transcends to an elite level. Pacquiao has a good chin, even though he's been knocked out. Pacquiao has a good chin. He's tough. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Guys like Liam Walsh, he had a good knockout ratio when he fought Tank Davis, and then he got annihilated, lost every round, right? So it's like some of these guys from overseas, you don't really know. You really don't know until they step up in caliber and step up in class. You don't know where their power, even though they have an 80, 90% knockout ratio, 100%, that can mean they have good, decent power, but that doesn't mean they have elite level power. And there is a difference, because some guys can hurt the middle of the road dudes, journeymen and stuff like that, but then if they fight equally talented fighters or better fighters, like elite level fighters, proven guys, that doesn't mean they're going to be able to hurt them and they know what to do. Because like the other thing is with power, it's not so much as just even having power, it's when you step up in class, is how do you get that power off, because that's probably more important. Because let's say Jeff Horn has power no matter who he's fighting. The big difference maker is against a non-elite level person. They might not have an elite level defense, and they might not know how to stay away from your power. But the guys who have experience, they know how to survive. Their defense is probably a little bit better than a journeyman status, at the very least. And they know how to counter, and it's a completely different ballgame. So it's not power. Sometimes people have the power. It's just, can you get that power off on an elite person who's been in there with other power punchers, been in there with speedsters, been in there with guys who were southpaw, ambidextrous. It's just different. It's completely different when you have that experience. And people sleep on how much experience plays a part. But back to this video, Pacquiao Horn. Good news, is going to be on ESPN, so you don't have to have HBO to watch this particular fight. Let me know your thoughts. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego. Sign up. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.